Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
All right, man. Look like won't be no Lara, Erislandy Lara versus Danny Garcia catchweight super WBA title. You know, WBA do what they sanction belt bodies do what they do best. Throw people you ain't never heard of name in the hat for title fights or people who don't deserve it. Now Michael Zerafa, I think he had 2 fights with Jeff Horn. I think he got robbed one or whatever, and then he beat Jeff Horn, and then Jeff Horn beat him or something like that. I can't remember, but he the dude they was calling a stripper, I believe it is. I don't believe somebody else knocked his ass out too not too long ago, or he knocked somebody out. I can't remember. Even ordered to fight Erislandy Lara. Now the crazy thing about it, Michael Zerafa was in the running to fight Escobar Falcoa for the vacant IBF left behind by Triple G. So he chose to go get that Al Heyman bag over the Escobar Falcoa fight. So now there's an open slot for the IBF title to be won. So that's something to kind of think about, to chew on for a minute. So now Danny Garcia got to be on the sideline and wait, unless they can pay Michael Zerafa to kind of go away. But then again, they might just order somebody else. So once again, you know, our time is being wasted. I mean, Danny and Lara are a better fight to me, but you know, I feel Danny ain't earned shit, and you know, I don't know what Michael Zerafa did to earn his title shot. I'm not gonna say he didn't earn it, but he was in position to win 2 titles. You know, that just lets you know where the division was at. The Triple G wasn't trying to fight nobody. He just trying to look for a payday, and that's what he always looked for. That's what Triple G always was looking for, was a payday. And I ain't talking about the candy bar. That's all he be looking for is paydays. Payday, payday. In my Canelo voice. That's all he be looking for is paydays. You know? And maybe he fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia said he won big fights. He called out Triple G, so maybe Danny and Triple G can get it on. You know? So there's gonna be a lot of PBC fighters in the near future. They're gonna be looking to go out there just for big fights. You know? They wanna be in those big, you know, back in the day HBO fights. You know, you watch BMF and see how they all used to roll to the fights and stuff of that nature. You don't even get that no more. They don't even bring the hood out no more. But one of the reasons that don't happen no more, they don't do fights in, you know, in the cities that need to do fights. They cater to, you know, Hispanics. Even when you think about New York City, it's a huge Hispanic population there too. You know, even if they go to Florida, Top Rank do a lot of work in Florida. Huge, you know, Hispanic community in Florida. Just look at where they had their fights at. Texas, Southern California, Nevada, Florida, New York City. That's where they had a fight. They don't even go over to Atlantic City no more. They used to have fights in Indianapolis, Ohio, Detroit, hella main events in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? They used to be, I mean, Hector Camacho fought in Alaska. That's how you grow a sport. That's how, but you know what? They putting on such a shitty product. They don't know how to market and promote. So they just go with what they know. That's like, you know, a dude on a Saturday night, right? And you know, his new fling fell through or whatever, right? His new chick fell through. So what he gonna do? He horny as hell, whatever. He gonna go to what he know. And that's kind of where they at, bro. They just gonna stay with what they know. Where they got relationships instead of building relationships. And they go to Minnesota and I heard they don't pay no venue fee in Minnesota. I don't know how true that is. So, you know, so they ain't trying to build the sport at all. They just trying to do bank robbery and get what they can get. But Lara and Zerafa gonna have to be an undercard, bro. Or, you know, a main event on fucking Tuesday night. Like, nobody care about that. You know, in the purse bid, I think they got to April 13th to reach a deal. You know, so they got until April 13th to reach a deal for that fight. So I don't really like, you know, once again, it's another fight that, you know, when they gonna schedule, and they can't schedule shit that's good because, you know, promoters just pull their fighters out. Oh no, we don't want to work with them. Or we gonna lose this purse. We lose this purse bid, we gone. That's their mentality. That's their mentality. That's their mentality. And instead of the sanction belt body growing a pair of balls or growing some cars nuts, they just say, okay. Instead of just like, okay, you banned from the sanction belt body for 6 months. Next time you do it, you banned for a year. Next time you do it, it's 2 years. You pull out of a title eliminator. Instead of standing tall and doing that, they just don't want to make nobody mad because the promoter is what funnel their operation system. It's where they get their money from. So they don't want to make them too mad. So that's why. But nobody care about that fight, dog. You know, but then Danny Garcia gonna have to take a tune-up as a co-feature or on an undercard, or, you know, Danny Garcia gonna have to, you know, go look elsewhere. He trying to get into the Hall of Fame and getting a third belt in what, 3 weight divisions? Cool. Nobody gonna bat an eye because he didn't get one at 54 because he couldn't whoop nobody there. You know, and I definitely understand what people are saying. Well, he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna argue against it. You know, but he did whoop. You know, he almost was had undisputed. Almost did. Almost did. You know, and all they did was come down to negligence on Al Heyman and his side. All he had to do was tell Lucas Matias, you get the IBF, I'm gonna go ahead and fight you. We're gonna do undisputed. And Lucas Matias didn't want to lose his ranking in the WBC by becoming IBF champion. So he chose to fight. You know, he chose to fight Lamont Peterson in a non-title fight at a catchweight of 141, I believe it was. And all he had to do was communicate to, you know, Lamont. I mean, all they do is have to communicate. And Danny Garcia fucked himself out of being undisputed. And maybe they didn't want to fight him, and they got forced into it. But the daddy said that they ain't have to take the fight. You know? Come on, man. The daddy said they chose to take him, so I don't know, bro. That man could have been undisputed. Turn around, let Terrence Crawford do it. So, but you know, Zerafa and Lara, I mean, come on. I just want to know is they need better requirements to produce mandatories. You should have to be somebody in the top 15, somebody in the top 10, and one person in the top 3. If not possible, then go to 4. If not possible, then go to 5. It's just so much fat in they ranking the systems, dude. It just use guys you never heard of. It's guys who never fought outside their countries. It's guys that never, you know, who never fought nobody with a fucking, you know, or with a respectable record. You just be looking like, oh. So you got to understand, they getting payola everywhere. They getting payola from they getting, you know, from the promoters that promote them small fighters that they love leave their country. From the, you know, they get money from everywhere. And the system is broke. Dana White got it right. One fucking rank in the system, one title. You don't defend it. You go to interim. You don't want to fight. We taking the title. You can go elsewhere. Your contract is up. Because real talk, every division you can just do the 15 best fighters. Real talk, every division you can do the 15 best fighters. All these other dudes, you know, these guys who 5-0 in the ranking system that don't even need to be there. Who don't even need to be there, bruh. That's the crazy shit about it. So, you know, that's how they want to have it. That's what they want to do. So be it. But, you know, Danny Garcia gonna have to wait, and it's gonna be how fast they can how fast they're gonna be able to turn around, get this Zerafa fight done, then turn around and get Danny Garcia a shot. And can they keep Danny Garcia busy? And Danny Garcia want a lot of money to remain busy. He want main event money to remain busy. So maybe they could put this on the co-feature and Danny can be the main event. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me everywhere on there. Man, it's the first link in the description. Peace.